Hello, I'm Doug Crawford with the Santa Barbara Navy League Board of Directors, and this program we're going to be covering the U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps program. And we're honored to be here in Santa Barbara at the Airpac Squadron's drill site, and we're here with the commanding officer, Chuck Eskew. Chuck, what is it that they're doing here today?
Well, we're drilling and practicing for an upcoming event known as Flagship, where our Sea Cadets will be competing with approximately 300 cadets in about 12 different events.
Wonderful. And what is it that you can tell us about some of the benefits of membership in this program, and what are the numbers of members that you have right now?
Right now we're up to 22 cadets, shooting for 25, which will be commissioned, and the benefits are many. The leadership training and the experience of being around an operation like this are great for the kids.
And can you tell us something about your leadership team that are teaching these kids what it is they're doing?
Certainly. The volunteers that lead this program are all adults, trained by the U.S. Naval Sea Cadet program, all cleared by an FBI check for being around a youth program.
Well, we certainly thank you for what you're doing, and we're going to be showing some of the program of their activities and interviewing some of your leaders in the cadets. Thank you. The Naval Sea Cadet Corps is about building leadership in our youth, and today we're here with
First Class Petty Officer Michael Gross, LPO of Airpac Squadron.
And that is of the entire squadron. Everything that you see going on here today is really impressive in what it is you're training and the type of leadership that I'm seeing here. Can you tell us in the 3.5 years that you've been involved with this, what it is that you've accomplished and what it is that you believe the Sea Cadets will give to the community and to the young men and women that get involved?
Of course. In the 3.5 years that I've been in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps, I've learned invaluable lessons about just life in general. I've been to numerous trainings ranging from field training, which is like infantry training, to seamanship training. The Sea Cadet program also offers medical training, cook training, anything for the skills of life. If you're not interested in going into the military, it's not a problem.
Skills of life.
Skills of life, exactly.
Understanding what leadership means is a responsibility for others.
Exactly. Also, as a part of the Naval Sea Cadet Corps, we all get involved in community service. In order to earn the Community Service Award, we do 40 hours of community service within the community, helping veterans, helping older people, elderly people who need help. I'm interested in going to the pre-med program at possibly the University of Northern Michigan. And I'll take with me skills from this program, just people skills, helping skills. I don't know how else to say it. But
well, let me tell you, I understand if somebody's going to go from Santa Barbara to Northern Michigan, it's going to take some leadership and some commitment to what it is you're doing. And we'd like to thank you for all you've contributed to this.
Much,
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, we're here now with Kelly Masters Melton at
the Santa Barbara Naval Sea Cadet Unit, Airpac Squadron, and I am Petty Officer Masters Melton, 2nd class, newly appointed.
Well, and what's the purpose of the coveralls versus what everyone else is wearing?
Okay, well, our coveralls kind of signify our leadership that we have here at the unit. Currently, we have 2 petty officers, myself and our leading petty officer, who wear these uniforms, and they are to be used for our training that we hold here at our home unit.
Oh, very good. Well, I'd like everyone in Santa Barbara to share the good news. We've just received confirmation that Kelly has received an appointment to the Annapolis, the Academy, and tell us a little bit about how you got that and what that means to you.
Okay, well, I was informed a couple weeks ago that, in fact, I have been accepted to the United States Naval Academy Preparatory School in Newport, Rhode Island, and following that training for 10 months, I would then be able to move on to the United States Naval Academy.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And any other acceptances that you'd like to talk about?
Yes, actually, in fact, I was also accepted to the California Maritime Academy, located near San Francisco, California. And for both of these acceptances, I've really been blessed, and also I found that Sea Cadets, the program here that we have in Santa Barbara, has really allowed me to experience many different things that I never would have seen before, and really get a feel for the program, and if the Navy and the military might possibly be an alternative and an option for me.
Well, we'd like to congratulate you and thank you for your hard work and leadership. Another Santa Barbara success story.
At this time, I'd like Cadet Jesse Rogers. Jesse Rogers, front and center.
Aye, sir.
Okay, United States Navy Certificate of Graduation. Cadet Jesse Rogers has completed Sea Cadet recruit training, thereby qualified in part to advance in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps. 2 January 2006, Fort Hueneme, California. Signed by Lieutenant J.G. Holly Brown and John Smalls, Commanding Officer, Support Authority. Picture of his unit and your graduation. Congratulations.
Hoorah, Cadet Rogers! Hoorah!
Cadet Reed Conforti, Cadet Emily Conforti, and Cadet Cody Roberts, front and center.
Aye, sir.
Okay, Certificate of Advancement. United States Navy League Cadet Corps. This is to certify that. LC1 Reed Conforti and LC1 Emily Conforti. And LCC has met all requirements for, hereby advanced to LC2, Apprentice Cadet, at Drill Site Santa Barbara, California, this 19th day of March, 2006. United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps, Airpac Squadron, Certificate of Advancement. This is to certify that Naval Sea Cadet E1 Cody Roberts, serving Airpac Squadron, has met all requirements for, has advanced to E2 Seaman Apprentice, dated at Drill Site Santa Barbara, California, 19th day of February, 2006. Signed Lieutenant J.G. Chuck S.Q. Commanding Officer. Congratulations.
Hoorah, Cadets! Hoorah!
Cadet Preston Landsberg, front and center.
Aye, sir!
What this certificate does not say is that this cadet, along with 124 other cadets, 2 of which are also here today, fought 2 hours of rain to be involved and have fun with the Navy Olympics last weekend, while most of you were up here a little dry anyway. But it rained on us at Norco quite a bit. United States Navy League Cadet Corps, Pacific Southwest Region 11, Certificate of Medal Award. This is to certify that Cadet Preston Landsberg has won the bronze medal in the 13-year-old volleyball competition at Naval Weapons Assessment Station in Norco, California, 2nd day of April 2006, signed by Melissa Franklin, Lieutenant Commander, Olympics Commodore. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Scott Sander and Jesse Rodriguez, front and center.
Aye, sir.
All right, this is the oath. You raise your right hand and you say, state your name, state your name. And repeat after me. Okay? Raise your right hand. Oath of Naval Sea Cadet. I, state your name.
Jesse Rogers.
Promise to serve God.
Promise to serve God.
Honor our flag.
Honor our flag.
Abide by the U.S. Naval Sea Cadet
Abide by the U.S.
regulations.
regulations.
And to carry out the orders
And to carry out the orders
of the officers appointed over me.
of the officers appointed over me.
And so conduct myself
And so conduct myself
as to be a credit to myself,
as to be a credit to myself,
my unit,
and
the U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps, the Navy and my country. At Aircraft Squadron, Santa Barbara, California, this 8th day of April 2006, signed Chuck Eskew, Lieutenant Commanding Officer. Congratulations.